Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Electra Soul. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual bitch putting everybody on alongside a whole lot of other things. I just realized I forgot to say that the last video, but it's okay. It's okay, because today in this video, what I want to talk with you all about is how to basically break your bad habits when it comes to you manifesting what you will. Y'all have to know, and of course I know that you all know. You law of assumptioners, you guys are all very smart. I know that you all are very consciously aware of yourselves, your realities, everything that you got going on. But I do know from my observations and as well as my own experiences within my own life is that there are a lot of bad habits that we must be breaking in order for us to truly feel as limitless as we are, for one. But number two, so that we don't keep on spiraling, going in circles, saying and doing the same shit over and over and over again, because we keep on checking the 3Ds, spiraling, doing this, doing that, things that do not serve us. And I know that at the end of the day, we all do recognize that we are truly and genuinely in control of our realities, but I also do recognize that this is something that can occur, and that is okay. You know, as I always state, usually states, is that this is sometimes a work in progress for some people. I know that for myself, it definitely was, because obviously for me to get to this point, it took me a lot of working through myself in terms of me just being okay with everything being okay. You know, when some people grow up having a certain connotation and general fear of anything that's going on in their realities, where they genuinely feel super limited, they feel very insecure and very fearful, or anything else that does not generally resonate with them, some people do feel like this is not something that they can overcome overnight. Although even with the law of assumption, we do have the ability to basically rewrite and redo our entire existence and the way that we think overnight. But even then, for people like myself, for example, I know that it took me quite a long time to get to where I am right now, which I have stated before in last week's video that I am totally okay with that, because I know what I needed to work through for myself. You know, like, I know me more than anyone. I know what I have gone through, and I know exactly what limits were holding me back and what I needed to do to work through them. So I did, and now I'm here. But because I've broken my bad habits, I want you all to have broken yours as well, because those bad habits that you keep on repeating, where again you may be checking the 3D excessively, maybe you really feel like you need external validation from somebody around you, or you have a really bad habit of talking shit to yourself, self-deprecation, things like that. We all know that these are things that generally in society, a lot of people just do them, and it's considered normal. Oh yeah, she just says this about herself and haha, it's funny. But in reality, it's not that funny. Like, you calling yourself this and that is never gonna be funny if it's not something that's genuinely positive for you, you know? But besides that point right there, let's just get started with the video right now so that we can get to talking about breaking the bad habits that you got going on. And of course, none of you guys have bad habits, okay? Shh, I won't tell nobody. I know that none of y'all do. But if you are watching this video and you know that this video is low-key for you, keep on watching, because I really want to help you get out of that state of mind so that you can master your life in every single way, shape, and form that you possibly can. And of course, you absolutely can regardless. You don't have to be perfect, but breaking these habits will inevitably help you manifest what you will on your law of assumption journey a lot quicker, because you won't be so concerned with the background details. You know, you'll have your peace and ease right on your shoulder, knowing that you are confident in yourself at all times, and that nothing can hold you back, and that no bad habit's gonna return to curse you or whatever. Nothing, absolutely not. All right then, so the first point that I want to make about breaking your bad habits for your desires is to, number one, catch yourself before you complain. This is so unbelievably important. I feel even within my life, I don't complain. I do not complain anymore. I don't remember the last time that I have complained, because I used to be an enormous complainer. No, it wasn't something where I would sit around and just be like, oh, my life fucking sucks. My life sucks. Nah, it wasn't like that. It was more towards myself. My inner dialogue was full of complaints of, oh my fucking gosh, of course, this light is taking forever. Of course, they don't have my chocolate in stock. Oh my God, this, that, you know, shit like that. And yeah, it's considered normal, I guess you can say, in today's society, but it's not even today's society. It's just a general normal thing that people have been doing for the longest time. But all in all, does you complaining about these circumstances and what's going on in your 3D make you happier at all? And does it manifest more of what you want? Nah, it doesn't, because you are still replaying the story that is not in your highest favor. It's not your favorable outcome. It's not your wish fulfilled. You're still complaining about things that you can change, for one. If you change your perception on these things within your mind, the complaints will no longer exist. Because it's not going to be, oh my God, this light is taking forever to turn green. It's gonna be, it's green right now. I'm not saying, nah, it's green, it's good. And even if you don't wanna sit there and actively manifest that it's green right now, you're just gonna be like, it's straight, it's not that big of a deal. I'm still gonna arrive on time because I get to everywhere on time. Hey, you see what I'm trying to say? You make everything work in your highest favor still. And you put aside your pride when it comes comes to your complaints, because your complaining is not going to be worth more than the pride that you will feel in yourself when you say, damn, I didn't complain about that. Shh, I got that. Okay, I'm maturing. I got this. Yeah, absolutely. You're not even just maturing though. You're focusing on favorable aspects, which will manifest favorable outcomes. You see what I'm trying to say here? This is very important. Cutting my complaining all the way the fuck out has helped me beyond words, and I'm sure that it will definitely help you out as well. I know that if it helped me, it will help you as well. But now the next thing, which kind of goes hand in hand with complaining, but it says to catch yourself before you feed a limiting mindset. Of course, you cannot be out here feeding limiting mindsets in a reality where you say that you are limitless. You need to catch yourself before you tell yourself,
I have to hustle for money my entire life, even though I don't want to. I'm gonna get uglier as I get older because I'm getting older. My body's gonna look so whack if I keep on eating this chocolate.
All this shit, bro. I get it. I entirely get it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't understand, because as someone who does live in a society, in a world, on this earth and everything like that, I entirely understand where these limiting beliefs and this limiting mindset comes from and usually stems from. And honestly, it definitely 110% usually stems from when you're very little. You're raised to believe certain things about your life. Oh my gosh, this, you can't do that because if you do, you're gonna die. You can't do that because if you do that, you're gonna whatever. You know, shit like that, that's not helpful. But in the eyes of those who are implementing these limits, it's usually seen as, I'm just trying to protect you from hurting yourself. I don't want you to believe something that can eventually hurt you, because if you do eat this, you are gonna look whack. And as you get older, you will become more wrinkly and ugly and bitch, listen. It doesn't have to be that way. It does not have to be that way. It genuinely does not. And I know that, again, this is something that is usually stemmed in society where people believe this off rip. It's taught to their children, the children teach their children, it just continues on like a generational cycle, okay? But even upon having these limiting beliefs here in this universe, I want you all to remember that you keeping your mind as open as possible is very, very, very important, because I know that upon you keeping your mind open as you are right now, that is what brought you towards the law for one, but it's not even what brought you here, it's what helped you maintain using the law to the most of your ability and advantage in your life. Obviously, if you were a very limited person, you would think that this is all bullshit and you just wouldn't participate and that's it. But even then, even upon you having any kind of limiting beliefs here, you are still manifesting a limiting belief because you believe in that limit. You get me? Like, the limit has been manifested because you believe in it in your reality. And that's basically why it has been maintained here. But that is exactly why I'm advising you to catch yourself before you entertain more limiting beliefs by limiting down your mindset unintentionally, because you don't want to do that. I know that you don't want to, and I know that you know that that is not part of your being either. But you have to be strong enough to understand that these limits cannot touch you. They're not part of who you are. They're not for you. It's nothing about you. This is not about you. Just forget it. You get me? You are free. You are capable. These limiting beliefs have nothing on you, so please do not let them have anything on you. You just got to be strong about it, and that's really it. That's all there is to it. Keep your mind open. Don't listen to everyone who's telling you that you can't. Well, don't listen to anyone who's telling you that you can't. And don't take on a limiting belief if you feel that there is more out there. Okay, just because someone told you that you can't do this does not mean that you cannot, unless or until you tell yourself that you cannot. But until then, you are still free and you're still capable and you still can. And that is the most important thing that you remember. Take it with you. You can really be as limitless as this. And yes, it will still manifest in your very highest favor. Best part about it. Now, the next thing is to catch yourself before you react to the 3D. Absolutely not. This one right here, the bad habit of checking and reacting to the 3D. You all have to be strong enough within yourselves to be able to hold yourself down through your own confidence in you knowing that whatever you have stated up here is the reality for you. That is it. It's not about everything else that's going on in your physical reality. Oh, this is showing me this, so guess that's it. You don't have to settle for that. It doesn't have to be, okay, I see it right there, so that's just what it is. Remember that here within the law of assumption, again, you do have to keep an open mind. You need to be able to understand that if you have something done and said in your mind, that what is in your mind will manifest before anything else in your reality does. Because you are the source of everything. You are the one who starts first. You are the one, period. So upon you being the one, period, you can't be out here looking towards things around you to find validation in what you have already said was the truth in here. You are your own validation, so why should things outside of you have more power over you than you do yourself? You know, you are the most powerful link. You are the one. You are the person who's holding yourself down. And if you know that you are as strong as you're supposed to be, nothing outside of you will be able to move a person like you who is as still as you are within your mind. Breaking the habit of checking for validation is basically the same thing as breaking the habit of trying to dress up to impress others, as posting Instagram posts because you think that a certain audience is going to appeal to it and I need to impress this audience. It is the same thing as breaking through not being yourself so that you can finally be yourself at the end of the day. Because even with that fear that you have inside, that what if it's all true? What if what I'm seeing is the truth? What if I do need the validation? What if that's enough for me? You need to understand that you must be stronger than that. That is why having a good and high self-concept to me is very important. It's because upon you having a good and high self-concept, nothing out here is ever going to be strong enough to hold you down at all, because you understand that you are the source of everything. You know your power, you know your worth, you know what you got going on, and nothing and no one can touch that. That is something that is irreplaceable. But again, you need to maintain that, and you need to be stronger than your fear of what is going on around you being the truth. What you have up here is always the truth. Number one, first and foremost, forever the case. That is it. And if you believe in yourself up here more than anything else, nothing outside of you will ever be enough to change you, to influence you, to anything, because you know that you are the most powerful, and that's it. The 3D will not matter to you so long as what you've got up here is what matters the most to you at the end of the day. What you have up here matters more than what you got out here, so you got to be strong about that. Break that habit of that shit, all right? Y'all got that. Now, the next thing that I want to say is a very important bad habit to break is to not contradict yourself. This one, gotta eat down, okay? Because upon you contradicting yourself, this is very important, guys. You have to understand. If you're telling yourself that you have what you have, I have so much money, I have the love of my life by my side, I have everything down in my bag, tied with a pink ribbon, it's perfect, all this stuff, okay? You're telling yourself this. If you say so, you cannot be sitting here telling me, telling yourself, telling the whole world the exact opposite when you have been telling yourself that everything is favorable in your reality. Oh, really? Okay, it is. So then why do you keep on complaining and talking about how things are not working in your highest favor, my love? Understand. This is probably low-key, high-key the biggest reason as to why you don't have what you want right now. It's because you keep on saying one thing, but then you actually believe another. Which one is it? Are you going to be in the state of the wish fulfilled, or are you not? Which one is it going to be? Because it's all a matter of what you are believing, what you are making in this life, but also what side you are on. Are you on your own side, or again, are you going to continue to contradict yourself in everything that you are stating that you have? Once you have decided on something, you need to stay the fudge down. I am not kidding. You need to stand on business. You need to. You saying once, I have what I want, and then going the whole day without you believing that you do is not enough. You need to understand that your belief in yourself will count for something. Even if you don't believe in your desire manifesting right in this very moment, you at least need to be working on believing in it, you know, by affirming to yourself, by scripting it out, by trying different techniques, whatever resonates with you for you to understand that these things are the truth for you, whatever it takes. I want you to continue doing those things until you get to a point of understanding that you are actually genuinely aligned with what you are saying that you have. And no, I'm not saying aligned as in do energy work and things like that. I mean aligned mentally with, oh, I got this right now. Okay, yeah, I got this right now. Not, oh, I got this right now, but I don't have it right, and bitch. Absolutely not. Cut that out. The contradiction is not helping you, and the last thing that I would want you to do is to sit around and to continue to contradict yourself in a reality where you keep on saying that you have what you want. Do you want what you want, or are you going to keep on saying the same thing? Be serious, guys. Be serious, but you know that you're about it and you got that, but you got to be on top of business, and that's it. As always, of course, you already know, but alright. Now the final point that I'm going to be stating to you all here. This kind of goes hand in hand within not reacting to the 3D, but it is to please do not impulsively do something or say something that you don't mean. Impulsively saying, thinking, or doing things such as nothing ever works out in my favor, it never goes the way that I want it to, I keep on saying I have what I want but I don't. That stuff is not going to help you. Remember, guys, again, you have to stand, again, on top of business. So if you're saying that you got what you want, please learn to actually accompany that and do not continue contradicting that, because again, contradiction is not going to help you. This is all basically linked together, if I'm being real, but it's all just bad habits that you need to understand are not beneficial towards you manifesting what you want and what you will. And if you want your law of assumption journey to be as peaceful and as easy as possible, you contradicting and impulsively reacting to things and checking for things and even impulsively hitting up that person that you've been saying, oh, they're hitting me up, okay, then why are you hitting them up? You can't do things like that. You cannot do any of these things at all. And really quick, actually, I'm not trying to scare you guys. I don't want you guys to think if I do any of these things, I'm never gonna get what I want. That is not the case either. What I am more so pinpointing is the fact that these things right here do hold you back in a way when it comes to you manifesting what you want, because you are continuously resisting what you know belongs to you. So yes, don't impulsively do anything that you know you shouldn't, because this will cause a resistance, and you don't want to resist what you know belongs to you. So you have to be strong. You have to be genuinely strong, guys. Of course, you can always revise if you've made any of these mistakes. Y'all already know I've made these mistakes a million times, and I have still gotten to a point where I can easily manifest everything that I want because I have no fear anymore. But you see, I've made the mistakes over and over and over again, and I've learned from those mistakes. And that is why I'm here telling you guys about the mistakes to avoid or the bad habits to break, so that you can let your law of assumption journey be as easy and as simple as possible. Please understand that you guys are completely free to do whatever you want to do. You are still 110% capable to manifest all that you will, and everything is still down packed and locked in your bag. But I want you all to remember that being strong-minded is the most important thing in this world. Being about your business is the most important thing in this world, and being confident in what you are manifesting is the most important thing in this world. Having high values like these and being able to hold yourself down in times where you feel as though maybe you will react, maybe you do want to say something self-deprecating, maybe you do want to hurt yourself in some way, that you refrain from doing so. Even if you have a moment, that is okay. It's not doomed, it's not screwed. Please don't tell yourself that it is. That's another habit to break. Don't assume that it's all over. It never is until you say that it is. But even if you say that it is, if you impulsively say so, you can still backtrack that and get up and try again. It's not the end of the road until you yourself claim that it is. So please, guys, take this advice that I'm giving you and use it to the most of your advantage, so that you can allow for everything to work in your very highest favor. You all are so smart. I know that you all can do this. And even if you don't feel as strong as you are right now, I promise you will continue to feel stronger. You will continue to get better, and it's all going to be okay. You already are your most empowered self. You have all the good habits down packed. You got this. So keep on doing what you're doing. And if you have located any bad habits that I've stated within this video that you feel you should work on, please work on them. And let yourself bless yourself. Help yourself. You guys got this. Bless your life. You guys got this. Everything is manifested perfectly for you, and I could not be happier about it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today, as that's basically it for today. May God bless you all always. Please take care, everyone. I love you all beyond words. Thank you guys for everything. And I intend truly, again, that this video helped you out to the most of its ability. Take what you will with you and recommend it to somebody who you feel may need this advice as well. It does happen as well that some people in our lives do need the reminder, and what better way to remind them than sending them a video like this to help them? Of course, we got this. We got this. We all do. We perfectly do, as always. But alright, my love. I love you all so freaking much. For real. May God bless you all always. Please take care, everyone. And I will also see y'all this Monday for another video. Yes, I will. Because there's nothing better and more freeing than breaking those bad habits that have felt like they've been keeping us the fuck down for so long. Come on, guys. Come on. I've broken through my bad habits. I got through it. I understood what it was to have to work through certain things that I felt like were major limits in my reality, in my life, and all this stuff. But upon me working through them, now I see how truly limitless I really am. And I want you all to feel the same exact way about yourselves and for yourselves, because you all deserve that good energy. But please let that manifest for you by working on these things. You know, just being in control of your reality and looking over yourself after yourself, so that you can help yourself in every way, shape, and form. You all are the most powerful people I've ever seen in my entire life. I know that you all are capable. There is not one single bad habit that you can't work through. It's all already done in your favor. All the good habits have been manifested for you, and that is the most important thing of all, because it's done, and that's it. Period. It's making your life the best because you said so and because you know so, and that's it. I love you all forever and always. Break your bad habits. You don't got none, of course, but keep them good habits up. It's manifesting only the best for you, as always. God bless you all always. Love you all so freaking much. Bye.